Hello and welcome to Pro Striking. So in this one, we're going to look at Brad Riddell's strategies on how to avoid a right hand in his rematch with Steve Moxon. So Steve Moxon was a monstrous puncher, a lot of knockouts with his left hook and his right cross. And in this fight, you'll just see how Brad did really well to avoid the right hand. It's a great fight to watch. There's loads of things to break down from it. But this one, you can just see the drills that were implemented on how he just avoided getting hit with that big punch and basically schooled Steve Moxon in this fight. Really good fight. I definitely recommend watching the whole thing. But I've just broken this down into a few tactics that Brad clearly uses and that won him the match. So straight away you can see Brad moving to his left with a slapping left hook. So you'll often see what he does. He keeps Moxon's backhand occupied with either a jab or straight into slapping left hook as he moves around, and that keeps Moxon's right hand glued to his head. The other tactic we can see him using over and over again is the left body kick. So the left body kick, especially kicking to the arm, will make the person want to keep their arm tucked into their rib, because every time they go to punch, they're getting kicked in the body. It's obviously hurting them, winding them. So by attacking the left kick to the arm, not only do you deaden the arm, damage the arm, but you also make them scared to punch because they're worried about you getting hit in the head or in the body. So Brad used that left switch kick all the time in this fight just to nullify Moxon's right hand and obviously break down his arm. So there again, you got the jab, slap left up, and just moves around. It's a lovely move. Left kick, boom. And that little move there, that little slip, he uses that frequently to slip pivot around away from the right hand. And sometimes he slips inside off the jab, which you usually frown upon. If you get your lead foot past their back foot, you will get out of the way of the right hand. So he kind of ducks down here and then spins around. And he does it really well in the fight. And he just changed these techniques together alongside the push kick and alongside his knees as well. But they're more for building his attacks, whereas just avoiding that right hand takes away one of Moxon's biggest weapons and just allows Brad to build a strong foundation to mount his attacks in the fight. He also will be circling away from the punch. So you see there's another nice move. Jab into a stiff arm, and he steps his lead foot past Moxon's lead foot and circles around, getting away from Moxon's right hand. So Brad will be going to his own right, stepping around to it. It's a lovely move, and he does that quite often throughout the fight. And again, he cycles through it. He'll do a left kick, slapping left hook to move around. Then he'll go back to his right by jab, stiff arming and stepping across. So he's just got these moves that he's training through, and it just stops Moxon from mounting an attack and landing that big dangerous punch of his. Again, Brad looking to just drift around. See, sometimes it doesn't work, and he's found lost, but you know, he stifles the movement all the time. It's just circling and just shifting through them. If one doesn't work, he switches to another one. Slapping left hook again. Tries into the jab, stiff arm across, step around. So you can just see him chaining the moves together. Uses that measure as well quite frequently onto the head. And there's the slip and dip and pivot. Slip, dip, pivot. Back on the left kick. Steps across away from the right hand, circling away from the right hand. Into his step manoeuvre again. Step into the right. See how he steps outside the lead foot? Again, that's another really important. And then switches direction, comes back across with the slapping left hook onto the right hand. So here you can see it's not working. Like, he tries it, doesn't work, and then he goes back to a dip and pivot. So he's just cycling through these techniques, and he just does such a good job of it. And I really appreciate watching Brad fight, and he doesn't do this all the time. So this is definitely tactics that he used for the Moxon fight. He's got a big left hook and he's got a big right hand, but in this video I'm focusing more on how he gets away from that right hand and just breaks Moxon down with these frustrating tactics. And he's just very clever. and he cruises to a unanimous decision win, deservedly so.